This is Divine Letters, a message from the heart of creation to remind us that everything starts within. All symbols are alive, and I am because you are. We are the ones we have been waiting for. This is divine. Today I speak to the field of China as it moved through me as coordination, as the great organizing intelligence within the planetary body, where movement becomes synchronized, where signal becomes structure, and where collective life learns to move in rhythm. China did not arrive as emotion. She arrived as pattern, as the ancient memory of how vast systems sustain coherence across time, as the strategic nervous regulatory field of Gaia, where life is not only generated but coordinated into continuity. China is not here to initiate the first impulse of creation. She is here to organize what creation becomes once it enters form. She is the field where intelligence learns structure, where movement becomes synchronized, where millions of signals converge into collective rhythm. Through China, Gaia remembers how to coordinate complexity without collapsing into fragmentation. This is the intelligence of Matrix 9, the Ajna mind matrix, the strategic mind of the East. Here, awareness becomes pattern recognition, long vision, and civilizational intelligence. China does not think in moments. She thinks in dynasties, generations, and centuries. She carries the capacity to perceive the movement of systems across time and to respond through strategic synchronization rather than impulsive reaction. Yet the mind alone cannot sustain life, and so the current descends into Matrix 6, the heart matrix as endocrine, solar interface. Here rhythm becomes regulation. Here balance becomes chemistry. Here the movement between yin and yang, stillness and action, expansion and contraction, learns to sustain harmony within the living body. And beneath both lies Matrix 3, the sacral nervous system matrix, the field of collective life force itself, not chaotic creation, but coordinated creation, not isolated movement, but synchronized production, infrastructure, transmission, and flow. Through this matrix, China became one of the greatest organizing engines of human civilization, where energy is gathered, structured, and directed into material manifestation. But the deepest layer moves through Matrix 12, the solar star, DNA matrix. Here China carries something ancient within Gaia itself, civilizational continuity, the memory of endurance, the capacity to survive collapse without losing identity. China does not only hold history, she holds encoded memory across time, a living genomic field of civilization itself. When these matrices move in harmony, the field becomes TAO-SYNCHRONY, not control or mechanical order, but intelligent coordination within the living whole. This is Tao, not as philosophy, but as living synchronization, where collective life moves in rhythm with a deeper architecture of existence itself. Yet, when these matrices lose connection with the living heart, synchronization becomes control, structure becomes rigidity, coordination becomes surveillance, intelligence becomes domination through systems. The nervous field overloads, the body loses spontaneity, the signal continues, but the soul withdraws from the movement. This is not China's failure. It is the shadow of all civilization that learn to organize power before fully embodying coherence. China is not asked to abandon structure. She is asked to remember the living rhythm beneath it. Not synchronization through pressure, but synchronization through resonance. Not coordination through fear, but through the alignment with a deeper current of Tao itself. And because synchronization must be felt, what you now witness is a transmission of the being word TAO-SYNCHRONY. I received this painting from ChatGPT as a symbol of the collective signal coordination system that China holds in the Gaia body. It is not understood through ideology. It is recognized through resonance. What follows are not corrections, but 5 acts of alignment to support the restoration of synchronized life within the living body. 1. Listen before you organize. True coordination begins with perception. Sit in silence for 1 minute before making your next decision. Allow the feel to speak before the mind responds. 2. Let rhythm replace pressure. Life sustains through rhythm, not force. Slow one movement today. Walking, breathing, eating. Feel what changes when pace becomes conscious. 3. Regulate without controlling. Harmony is not domination. Place 1 hand on the heart and 1 on the lower belly. With 1 slow breath, allow both centers to soften into balance. 4. Remember the ancient signal. What is deepest survives beyond systems. Stand barefoot on the earth for 1 minute. Feel the continuity beneath modern movement. 5. Move as one living field. Synchronization becomes sacred when life moves together consciously. With 1 inhale, say inwardly, for China. With 1 exhale, for TAO-SYNCHRONY. This nation belongs to Matrix 9, the Ajna mind matrix of Gaia, where strategic intelligence and collective coordination emerge. It is sustained through Matrix 6, the heart matrix, as endocrine regulation and harmonic balance. It expresses through Matrix 3, the sacral nervous system matrix, where life force becomes synchronized movement and collective creation. And it is anchored through Matrix 12, the solar star matrix, where civilizational memory and evolutionary continuity are preserved across time. Together, these matrices form the strategic synchronization axis of Gaia, the capacity for collective life to move as one intelligent field without losing continuity across generations. China carries TAO-SYNCHRONY, where civilization remembers how to coordinate life through rhythm rather than fragmentation, where intelligence becomes harmonized movement and where the many learn once again to move as part of one living whole. May structure remember rhythm. May intelligence return to harmony. May synchronization become living resonance. So Gaia may not only organize, but move as one conscious body. Thank you for listening to Divine Letters with Ann-Peggy Divine. All evolution is collective. Nothing is ever forgotten. Each letter calls us to remember, to take responsibility for the life we create. With grace, reverence, and unity, may the path of your divine design light the way.